didn't have any financial literacy. And so when I started like refinancing my houses and pulling all the money out of it, the equity out of it, and getting these big, huge checks, $70,000 checks, $50,000 checks, I was blowing it left.
Oh my goodness. Right. Because
right. I'm telling you, I never had money like that. And so here I am, just buying cars for no reason, trucks for no reason. Well, it didn't work out so well. About 3 years later, I filed bankruptcy. And so I ended up, people like to say I lost everything. I didn't lose everything. The bank came back and reclaimed everything.
Right. But I'm glad you tell the truth. Because listen, a lot of people won't tell you that part. They won't tell you that part. So it is good to learn and know it's a good thing to have, but you also got to know how to use the tools, right?
Oh, absolutely. I tell everybody, you need to know your numbers. And these are some of the mistakes to avoid. And I can tell you because I learned it the hard way. Life and failure can be an expensive teacher, but it's a great teacher if you learn. And so I knew that I was never going to repeat that lesson again. So one of the things I started learning about was financial literacy. And I started learning about how to really go in and value, look at a deal and determine if the deal was going to work. And then not only that, if you're going to refinance these houses and pull the equity out to buy more properties, I understand that I needed to set aside reserves for those properties in case for some reason a tenant has to be kicked out, evicted, because evictions do happen, or if for some reason a tenant has to move for another reason, or if you don't get a tenant in for 2 to 3 months, you need to have money set aside to sustain you, just like as if you open up any other type of business. And so those are things that I learned, and there's a lot of things, and in learning how to screen tenants properly, because for me, I was just so happy. If somebody said, I got your first month rent and your deposit, I was like, you in.
Yeah, come on.
You in there. Get in there. Yeah.
I know that's right. We be singing and everything.
Right. You in there. Yeah.
Because you don't think about that, right?
No.
Why would I, right? You got the money, you got the deposit, you got the rent. Well, come on.
Come on. And what you're failing to do is validate these tenants, screen these tenants. Because think about it. You go to the bank and you get a loan. The bank is just not gonna give you a loan just because you say you can pay it. You want to go buy a car. They're not just going to give you a car just because you say you can pay it. They're either going to validate you by your credit, or they're going to validate you by your bank statements to ensure that you have enough income. And sometimes your credit is so high, they don't even care about the income. They go ahead and give it to you anyways.
They give it to you